Oi!
This is Kaizoku Uncharted. We're a couple of siblings tell the vast sea of anime. If you think this is a career for you, set sail with us each week. I'm Jakia.
And Jenae.
And Justin is out of commission this week, but he's fine.
Yeah, he's just sick right now. So
there you go.
So we're going to do something on our own. We're going to do a little special. And it's just going to be a free-for-all this week, folks. Okay?
So we're going to title it Free-for-all?
Yeah.
You know what? I like that. Let's do a free-for-all.
That's what it is. It's kind of like improvising right now.
Let's do it. All right, Jenae. So we're doing a free-for-all. What are we talking about? What's on tap? Oh, wait. Do you have any anime news?
I have no news.
Okay.
Do you?
Nah, not really. I don't have any news. It's fine.
So it's like every other week. Got it.
Oh, wait. That's not true. I guess it's kind of... Well, it could be every other week. Oh, wait. Are you saying like me? Every other week?
No, like Justin, like you always say, he don't got any news. So
I know,
like every other week.
It's true. He be acting like he got all the news, and then
he don't.
He don't. It's like really awkward for him sometimes or whatever. But
well, you point it out a lot.
I do, but he still don't get the hint. But that's fine. But apparently, going back to the One Piece live action or whatever, right here, right quick. So there's a little bit of debate, like. The One Piece live action studio, the place that's producing it, wants to do all 12 seasons. Wants to do like 12 seasons of the show. Where like Oda's like, nah, let's just do 6. So there's like a little dispute about whether or not it's going to be 6 seasons or 12. But the fact of the matter is, there will be more seasons, Jenae. So, yeah. That's it. That's all I got that's like remotely news, but...
I just don't think the live action's for me.
I don't think the live action's for me either. I'm gonna watch an episode.
I know he handpicked the cast and stuff, but like,
which I think is great.
Right, that's his vision, but I don't know. Everyone visions things differently.
Everyone envisions things differently, and I think it's like I feel like the point of the live action is just to get people onto the anime because like it's not. Yeah, I don't think it's for us to like watch. Like I already know what happens. I already know what happens in Low Town. I already know these things. So,
right.
Yeah, it's for somebody. But anywho, alright, cool. So free-for-all moments. So what do you want to talk about? What's on tap? What do you want to talk about?
I feel like you can never go wrong with talking about current NewGen, like your favorites, your least favorites, you know. For you, that would be Boruto easily.
I mean, but wait, are you putting like... Are you just saying, like, just NewGen? Like, what's your time frame?
For NewGen.
For NewGen.
I feel like 2015 and up.
2015. Wow. Okay.
I feel like that's being generous. Because, like, really My Hero came out in 2016.
Ah, that's true.
Black Clover came out 2017. I consider those NewGen.
That makes sense. Okay. So, what's my... So what are my favorites?
Or like that, or, like, whatever you want to talk about, like... Your least favorites, what shows can improve on certain aspects, you know, little things like that.
All right, we'll talk about NewGen. All right, cool. All right, well, you start us off then. What's there? Do you want to do like a top 5? Do you want to say like
top 5 NewGen?
Top 5. I mean,
I can do it right off the back. I mean, okay.
Well, maybe 5's too much. Is 5 too much?
I wouldn't say it's too much, but I feel like it's going to be controversial. Like, people are not going to agree with my list, which is fine. It's my list, people.
Unpopular opinion. Got it. 100%.
You know what? So, this is the rankings. This is number 1 going all the way down. Because everyone's like, oh, not in, like, in an order. No, this is the order. So, I feel like number 1 for me is Black Clover. I'm sorry. Black Clover is the best NewGen for me.
Wow.
It's... Listen, when it was Black Clover Tuesdays, I was in for a good time.
Right.
Okay. When they had that little hiatus situation going on, wasn't the biggest fan, but it's okay. It's all right. This show has so much potential. So I really think it's one of the new best gen, in my opinion. Black Clover is up there for me.
All right, keep going with your list. Keep going. So Black Clover.
Now, I'm not going to put sports in here.
Why?
Because when I talk about NewGen, I'm thinking Shonen.
Okay, so you didn't say that.
I thought it was just like
implied. It's not though.
Wow. Okay. Well, we can go off about the sports. I mean, we can easily do that list too. But for Shonen, Black Clover is number 1 for me. I'm sorry.
Some sports shows fall under the category of Shonen.
Are they? Kia.
Jenae. Fine.
I get it, but
look, it's
Shonen,
fine. If you don't want, fine.
When I say sports,
uh-huh.
I'm critiquing you about your sports and everything else. Like,
fine.
sports and Shonen is completely different.
Okay, fine, got it.
They might have the same audience, sure.
Okay.
Honestly,
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think it's the female.
Okay, all right. I don't know.
Because Shonen, I thought it was directed at younger men. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
A lot of sports, I feel like majority of the demographic is leaning towards the female side, but like Haikyuu,
I don't know.
Tell me I'm like the Haikyuu fandom, really?
Look, I don't know,
Blue
man.
Lock, I mean, it's okay with Blue Lock, but like definitely Haikyuu. Easily.
Wait a minute, I'm gonna have to
Yuri
look
on Ice. Like I'm just like random show. Free.
Well, we already had a conversation about Yuri on Ice, and I'm not gonna have another conversation with you about it.
Exactly.
Okay, all right, fine. Keep going with your list.
Okay, so number 1 is Black Clover. Get over it, people. Number 2, this is where it gets kind of dicey.
Is it though?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh man. Number 2.
Yeah. See, Haikyuu's technically listed as shonen.
Okay, but I'm trying to tell you the main demographic is
fine.
not.
What? Okay, fine. Keep going. All right. So number 2. What's number 2?
Number 2. Man, this is putting me on the spot right now.
Well,
I want to take the safe route because everyone's gonna agree, but like I don't know if it's really up there. I don't think that's my number 2.
Okay.
And like a lot of these shows have like first seasons, so I don't know if I should put them up there just because they have like a good first season or not. You know?
I mean, listen. Now you're just getting into a thing. Just choose your show whether they got 1 season, 2 seasons, or not.
Fine, I'm gonna go Black Clover.
Okay.
Demon
If 5,
Slayer.
okay, I was like, if 5 is too much to just say that.
Okay. I'm gonna put Jujutsu number 3.
Okay.
4.
Why are you being so dramatic?
I'm gonna put My Hero on there just because of this last season. If this last season did not happen, I would have dropped My Hero.
Wow.
Listen, everyone knows this. It was struggling. It was not good. But Shigaraki, he saved the day. So,
he saves the day every time.
Exactly. So that's why they're number 4 right now.
He's the real hero of the show.
5. I'm gonna put Chainsaw just because I like Chainsaw. They never had one bad episode.
Okay.
I'm not gonna put Boruto up there because I don't want to get into it.
Why? Why is Jenae? I thought this was part of your like. You watch it on a regular basis. It's not even in your top 5. That's wild.
Kia, Naruto's not even in my top. Like, that's what I mean. Like, it's
I'm just
not,
saying for a show that you just be like,
I don't be going.
Hill you die on.
It's not though. Like, I take Boruto for what it is. Honestly, Boruto is literally Naruto to me. Like, not Shippuden, just regular Naruto. Okay. I feel like Boruto is literally what the original Team 7 would have been if Sasuke never left. We would have seen them doing, and honestly, like, we see them doing more stuff than them. Honestly, like the threat levels and stuff like that. So.
Okay.
I take it for what it is. I get it. It's a world of peace now. People like his sister more than him. I understand.
It's me.
I mean, it's not just you. But this time skip about to happen, so we're going to see. But honestly, I feel like they're tied for me. Like, Naruto and just Boruto. Not the Shippudens and all this time. Just the original. I feel like it's the same. Difference is, we would have got this version if Sasuke never left. And if Sakura was actually killed.
Okay.
But that's not my top 5. I mean, it's probably going to be up there, like, top 10, just because, like, how many NewGen is there?
I mean, you're the one that set the time frame from 2017 to...
I mean, do you think that's wrong? I mean, I don't consider Attack on Titan NewGen. That's why I didn't even put that on there.
I mean, I don't consider Attack on Titan, so...
Because that would have easily been
you can
in my
miss
top
me
5.
on that one.
But I could be wrong. Honestly, I just don't. I don't know, because Attack on Titan came out 2013. No, I'm not gonna put it up there.
I mean, look, if you were talking about NewGen versus OGen, most people are talking about Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, and I'm just like, that stuff came out like in the early like 2000s, mid 2000s. So I'm just like, you can if you want. I think that's totally fine. It's whatever.
Okay, fine. Then it'll go. Still Black Clover for me. I'm sorry. Black Clover, Demon Slayer, and I'll put Attack on Titan on number 3 then.
Okay.
But then again, people, this is just my list because I made it on top of my head, so don't come for me too much in the comments. Thank you.
Wow.
So what's your list? It doesn't have to be accurate, clearly.
Let's see. I don't think I'm gonna put things in numbers.
Alright.
Yeah, I would say Demon Slayer, absolutely, 100%. Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaws up there. I don't know. I thoroughly enjoy Bungo Stray Dogs. I feel like that's like a really good show. It's just like, it's just really good.
But like that's your because we're saying top 5, so that's part of your top 5.
Yeah, I would say Bungo Stray Dogs is like in my top 5 for apparently for NewGen Shonen. So that's where we're going. And
I mean, we don't have to talk about that. I mean,
that's fine. And then I'll put Ranking in there. Ranking was just too good.
Ranking in NewGen, like okay, I feel like that's why we need a third person to like intervene because I'm like clearly Ranking's like up there, so I'm like, is this?
Look, I started having a third person in there. You're talking about NewGen, new generation of anime. And I'm just like, I feel like Ranking was one show that was just like good across the board. Exactly. Now, if you're talking about like shows that have like a 3-man cell, then that's totally different.
No. I meant like 3-man as in like Justin being here, so he can like help us like differentiate between.
No, Justin is not the authority of NewGen. Justin's crazy. I don't care. I'm just like, this is what it is. That's my list. It's whatever. If you want to have Justin weigh in later, you can totally do that.
Then like my list just completely flips. There's like because Rankin never had a bad episode.
That's what I'm saying. So I think at the end of the day, Jenae, it's just like you came up with this thing with NewGen. It's just like a new way of anime. It's just what it is. There's a lot of stuff out there for a lot of different people. Now, if you want to talk about like shows where it's like they have like the 3-man cell or like 4-man cell,
I don't want to get into all that.
We can because we can talk about like Hal and Juju. Like I think that's a better 3-man cell than like Naruto's group ever was. I think they're a much better like Team 7.
You mean like they work better?
Work better, where everybody's reliable, they can do their job. Like, you send so-and-so out on a mission, like, you don't gotta worry about them dying. Like, efficiency. Whereas you couldn't say that with other groups. So I'm just like, and then also with...
because that other group never really made it far.
Right, and whose fault is that? You know, everyone...
Because someone left, so they were only probably Team 7 for what, maybe 2 weeks?
Listen, Jenae, that's neither here nor... I'm just saying, like, that's where we're at.
I mean, yeah.
I think that's where we're at. But yeah.
You know what? What about, like, unpopular opinions? You want to do that? I have an unpopular opinion.
What's your unpopular opinion today?
I'm really about to get some hate on this.
I don't think you are.
This is about Naruto. No, I am.
Okay.
I think Kakashi is overrated. I never cared for Kakashi like that. He never taught Naruto anything. It was only Jiraiya. Okay? I feel like Kakashi only cared about Sasuke at the end of the day. And I feel like he should have cared more because, you know, Minato was his, like, you know, captain.
I mean, listen, I think I think a lot of people should have did more when it came to like Naruto.
I'm just saying, I think Jiraiya was a better teacher than Kakashi. I don't think Kakashi ever taught Naruto anything other than the elemental, like, you know, when he was like figuring out that jutsu. That was like the only thing he like taught him.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, I never...
Because people act like he's so like amazing. Oh, he taught Naruto. I'm like, what did he teach?
Look, Kakashi Sensei, do I know him? I don't know him. I think more people, I think why people really like this character is because like there's like an element of like surprise and mystery to him, but not really. I think it was just like the build up. I think it's fine, it's whatever. He was Hokage for a little bit. I don't really know how helpful he really was. Right, so I'm just like, I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. I think
no, it is. I feel like it really is, but
I don't think that's unpopular. I feel like people probably just stand for. Hey,
I feel like it's because, I'm be honest, nostalgia. There
I
wasn't
think
that
it
many
is.
shows coming out.
That's
They're like,
exactly
ooh,
how I
Kakashi
feel.
look cool.
I feel like that's literally it. I feel like a lot of people are on
He was
that
like probably
Naruto
like one of our
bandwagon because
first
of
like
that.
white hair, cool characters. People were hyping him up back
Right.
in those days.
Right, and
But
people
we got
didn't
so
know
many
any,
of them.
and people didn't know any better. I knew better, but that's fine. People didn't know any better, and you know,
Like Gojo, way better teacher already.
absolutely 100%. Like, I don't even think it's like a contest of like who.
Oh, people would disagree with us.
Why? What do you mean? They think Kakashi Sensei has his
I feel like
leg
you need to go on social media. People hype up this man. He can't do no wrong here.
You know what, Jenae? That's okay. That's what happens when you're like in a constant state of delusion.
That sucks because
That's
Gojo
wild.
is the GOAT.
Yeah, people don't know, but hey, it's fine. I don't think that's really an unpopular opinion, but if it is,
All right.
fine. Okay.
Okay, what's your unpopular opinion? I mean, it's a free for all now, you know. Just throwing it out there.
I don't know if it's. I feel like I've stated. I feel like all of my unpopular opinions have been stated on the podcast.
Really, every single one.
Yeah, most of them matter. Like, I'm not a
Alright.
fan of Attack on Titan. I'm waiting for it to be done. But I know I know this final season is gonna have like 5 additional seasons or whatever.
And see, some opinions are unpopular for a reason, folks. Attack on Titan is good. Kia is missing out.
Look, I'm watching the show. I am committed to the show
Thank
until the
goodness,
end.
you know, at least
okay?
you're gonna be watching.
I am definitely watching. What's another unpopular opinion that I have? I'm over Ichigo.
Wow.
That's
unpopular.
I don't think he's the savior that everyone's making him out to be.
But they literally put him in these situations
right,
where he show up,
which is so
right
unfortunate. I feel like a lot of y'all are still stuck on this nostalgia for Ichigo.
It's not even that. I'm seeing it right now, firsthand.
Look, I'm seeing it too. I'm seeing like how
Like,
no
this
one's
man is delivering.
No, I'm seeing how no one's addressing this man's like his like what the incident that he caused. That he literally gave them an instant way into like.
It was all part of the plan. I'm assuming. I don't know.
No, it wasn't. I feel like he didn't even acknowledge that he was like, oh, I shouldn't have did that. That's how they got up there. Like, I'm just like, okay, we're just gonna give him a free pass? Sure. Okay, because he's Ichigo, he can do no wrong, but it's whatever.
I feel like it's mainly Squad Zero's fault because they're the ones that even gave him the idea.
Well,
like,
no,
like
not
that.
really. They told him that they were stairs to take, and he didn't want to take the stairs.
Because he knew he had to save lives.
Look, he could have saved lives by, like, flashing, stepping with the quickness, with the
but
best
then they say it was going to take like 72 hours.
They could have held on for another right. They could have.
These people, these captains, one got turned into a zombie. You think they gonna be able to survive another 3 days?
Look, they'll manage, okay?
And that thing's only been like 30 minutes.
He's been gone for 3 days before. Exactly, they'll be
and
fine.
look what happened.
Right, they'll manage.
Ruined.
They'll manage. And whatever is left is what's left. But that's
kid. It's kind of hard because they're putting him in that situation where they view him as the saving grace,
and that's unfortunate. And that's fine. But yeah, I guess that's like
that's another unpopular one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ichigo's that guy. Yeah.
He really ain't. But you know what? That's okay.
Okay.
I promise you, I'm not watching Bleach for Ichigo.
Wow. You know what?
I promise you, I'm not.
Unpopular opinion. I am. Like.
It sounds like a popular opinion.
I don't know anymore.
It sounds like a lot of people are watching.
I know I was.
Ichigo.
I was like, man, where's this man Ichigo so he can save lives?
That was never my concern. I was never worried about whether or not where he was, if he was coming, if he was safe. I did not care.
Well, I knew he was safe. It's Ichigo.
Right. Okay.
Okay. That was the unpopular opinion segment, I guess. I don't think I have that many unpopular opinions. I mean,
no, I don't think you really do.
No, I don't think so. Other than Sweet Reincarnation, you hate that show, but
no, with a passion. Like, that show is a waste of time. That's definitely a waste of time, and And that's fine. If that's how you want to waste your time, you're entitled to it.
Wow.
Yeah. You know what? I wish Hunter x Hunter
Finally came back.
Yeah, now
Saved the day.
Now if that show came out with everything out, I'm just like, be wild.
I'm gonna just say it. A lot of these shows will not be able to compete.
100%. That's a real statement. That's a true statement.
They'll like benefit off of that. And what I mean by that, before this current season of My Hero, I was telling Justin my theory, right?
What is up with you and Justin and all these theories?
Listen, right?
Okay, I'm listening.
Because I kept on every time. I mean, you hear it. I always say, season 2 of My Hero was the best season. Like, you remember, I kept on saying that over and over, and I was like,
I do recall.
Justin, why do I keep on saying My Hero season 2 was the best season? And then it clicked. I was like, man, we had so many heavy hitters that season. I was up there, you know. It was such great momentum, and then boom, you watch My Hero just to chime it in, and that's how they've been getting away with it all these years.
I don't think
they were benefiting off of other mainstream shows.
I don't think that's what it was.
It
Jenae.
was, right? And then the other thing was they would never like just be out there on their own. They would always have to be paired up with another big show. Like I think last year was like what, Bleach?
Yeah.
And My Hero. I was like, why don't My Hero ever just go out on their own? Why can't they just be their own heavy hitter? Don't be mad at
them that they're just trying to be.
And that's what I was saying. But I think it's a smart marketing strategy.
Okay.
But that was my little theory. Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Well, since I have you here, this is just a sidebar.
Sure.
What about PreCure were you so committed to?
You know what?
And you were so resistant about Magic Girls and like how Sailor Moon was like the pivotal thing that moved the Magic Girl movement. So like I'm just curious, now that I have you here.
I mean, I'll get into it. So I will say I think I stopped watching PreCure.
Okay. I mean, because they have a fan base, they have a following.
No, I'm gonna get into all that. I stopped watching it in after 2018. I want to say. After the 17th season, I think I stopped. But wait, was it the 17th? Yeah, that came out in 2017.
That is nothing to shake your head at. Show 17 seasons.
I don't think that was the 17th season, but I think that I understand Sailor Moon paved the way, just how Dragon Ball paved the way with all these other shows.
That's true.
You got to have a founder in some aspect. I watched Sailor Moon. I watched all the Sailor Moons before I even got into PreCure and Tokyo Mew Mew and all those other shows.
Tokyo Mew Mew was a good show.
And like not just like Sugar Chara, I watched that too.
That was a good
I watched Mermaid Man. Like I watched like a lot of these shoujos. Like I'm not just oblivious to Sailor Moon.
Okay.
I never really watched Wedding Peach. I feel like I should have.
I didn't watch that one.
Or like it's like a Revolutional. It's like one of those. But anyways, like I haven't watched all of them, but I feel like I've watched majority of the Magical Girls.
Did you watch Card Captor Sakura?
I didn't.
You didn't watch Card Captor?
But I've seen it.
And that was the show that you could watch in dub, and it had a phenomenal intro.
It did. Like that's weird. Like I would listen to the intros, but I never like fully sat and watched it. But I will say I watched Sailor Moon. I understand where Sailor Moon paved the way and everything like that. I feel like I stumbled upon PreCure in 2012. I remember because that was like when I saw season 9. That's like my favorite season of that whole entire franchise. But I stumbled upon Fresh PreCure, okay, and that was like season 6. Yeah, it was season 6 because that's with Cure Peach and everyone else. And I remember because she low key looks like Sailor Moon with the big blonde pigtails and stuff like that. But I was like watching it and I was like, yo, this is a good theme song. So I feel like that's how I got hooked on it. And I was like, wait, you can't just jump into a franchise. You have to do your homework.
You do.
So that's when I figured out I had to watch the original, which was Cure Black and Cure White. They came out in 2004. Now, when I was looking at all this, apparently PreCure is huge in Japan. Like,
It's huge.
It's huge.
It's huge.
It's going on 18, like what, 20? I think 20 years next year because it came out in 2004. So it's been going on. I mean, it has a strong fan base. There's a new team every year, but they also do like the cross episodes and stuff like that.
Yeah, they do.
You know, so it's pretty nice. But I feel like what really drove me into it was because they were throwing hands. Like, usually Sailor Moon and everyone else, they were just using the wands. But, like, I was seeing Kira Black and Kira White actually, like, throwing them, you know? And I was like, okay, I'm intrigued. So it was just mainly based off of that. But I will say 2016, that's when they started to, like, slow down on, like, the physical combat.
Okay.
And I feel like after that, it didn't go downhill, but I feel like I was just getting too old to watch magical girls anymore. I think.
Got it.
I think that's the thing. But like, no, like, I mean, some of them, it's on Crunchyroll and stuff like that. Like, only a couple of seasons. Like, and like, sometimes I'll watch it just to like watch it. Like, they have good music. I like the transformations. I really do. Like, some of them are way better than others, but I feel like that's why I liked it, because it wasn't just the same group. It was a different group of girls.
Each time.
It was like over 50 episodes. So it was like throughout the whole entire, because, you know, I like watching stuff week by week. So I was literally watching it every single week of that year. So that's why I liked it. You got to like follow them and you see how like they maneuver from like different cures and everything else. And like, I don't know, it was cool. That's why I liked it. Now, I never said PreCure was better than Sailor Moon. I never said anything like that. I personally just like PreCure because of the variety.
Okay.
And like how they were fighting. I liked that. I liked the plot too. Like, it was just good. But Sailor Moon has a good plot and everything else. Okay. I don't think we need to pin them against one another. I think they all have like their own bases. Like Sailor Moon, she's huge. Been out since the 90s. But PreCure, I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon. There's like over 20 seasons apparently. It's been going on for 20 years.
And it's still going, yeah.
And like, I don't know. I was going to watch this new season because it is on Crunch, because they did something completely different, which I did not like. I was part of the crowd. The main character is not pink. She's blue. And I was like,
that's crazy.
And she has like a cape. And I'm just like, and
crazy.
She's not from she's not from Earth, which is like different, because usually the main cast are like from Earth and stuff, but no, she's like from a different. I'm like, why are we swapping it? So I don't think I could get behind Kira Sky, but she seems cool. She really do. But I'm like, why is she blue? So I think that's the part. And then they have like the other members. Like, one of them had pink hair. Like, she looked like she would be the main character, but she wasn't. So I was like, why? And then there was like another one that's like, I think she's like in her 20s or something, like she's an older one, but she's pink. And I'm like, why are we doing this? Why is everyone else pink but this blue one? So I don't know. I couldn't really get behind that. But yeah. Well, no, I lied. Actually, I did watch Star Twinkle, because they did have we had like our first like tan looking Kira Soleil. So I liked her. I actually liked that season. They had like really good transformations and stuff. Mm-hmm. And like, I liked it. That one was fun because they just traveled to like different planets and stuff like that. And like, one of the Kira, she was like a intergalactic like superstar or something like that. It was just weird. I was like, okay. But I feel like after that, after 2020, I kind of just like stopped watching, because in 2020 I get what they were trying to do, because it was like COVID. And so like that season, it was mainly about doctors. And I'm like, I don't think I want to watch them being doctors. Like, I get it. Like, they were trying to like lighten the mood with everybody, because like that's what they said. Like, they wanted to have a season pretty much for COVID, like to get everyone's spirits going and stuff like that. But I will say, I think I stopped watching after that. But I feel like I put in a good fight, because I was watching since 2012. So yeah.
All right. Well, that's good to know. All right, thanks, man.
So yeah, I feel like that's. So it all started with Fresh. I will say that, because it was a good opening. I was like, I gotta watch. I was like, who are these girls? What's going on here?
And that's folks, and that's the importance of having a good intro.
Thing was popping.
That's why
I was like, yo, are they fighting this juggernaut? What's going on? I was like, okay, I kind of like I liked the designs, and I was like, cool. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's what happened. Which is funny because like when I finally like I was so excited to like get to Fresh. Like I was so like when I was watching, I was like, all right, I already finished the first season, and then like they had a sequel to that one. Then they had Splash Star, and I was like, all right. At first, I thought they were like the same as Black and White, but the reason why is because the people didn't know if people would like them, so that's why they are like very similar in appearance. And then we had PreCure 5, and that's when we had our 5 group, and I was like, oh my god, they got Kira Dream. Now she's one of the goats. I was like, I like the hairstyle. I was like, all right, but when I saw Kira Mint, I was like, hold on, you look really similar to Mew Lettuce. Isn't that her name?
Yes.
Right. I was like, what's up with the hair? But I was okay with it because they had really good school outfits. Like, yes, pretty good. But they were killing it. But yes, they were killing it. And they were killing it so much that they were the last season to get another sequel. Oh, wow. And then after that, that's when you meet Fresh. And I was like, yo, we about to go crazy. I finally get to meet these people. You know, it was an okay season. I was like, I mean, I liked it. I was like, all right. But I was like, I finally got it. And then that's when I, Heart Catch. Now, that's one of the staples of the franchise. Everyone's going to say that's the best season. That or Go Princess. They always say those two are the best. In my opinion, I think Smile is the best. Okay. Simple as that. I mean, but that's a whole another topic. I mean, okay. Because people think Go Princess and... Because, you know, that one was okay. I didn't like the design. I liked the designs on some of them, but like I could not stand Kira Twin, and everyone hyped that girl up. I don't know why, but Kira Mermaid, now that was a cool design. Like I don't know how they did her hair. It looked like a big bubble, and I don't know how that happened. Like I'm gonna have to pull it up just so you can like see. Okay. But I was like, and they have like one of the best transformations and songs out of the whole entire franchise, other than Sweet. And that was the musical one. I remember because you're like, oh my God, Jenae, they have a cat. They're copying Sailor Moon. And I'm like, man, you don't even know the half of it, man. Okay. This is about music. Like, and Hummy, it was funny because like Hummy, that's the cat's name. She was actually voiced by Sailor Moon's like voice actor. Like they did like a little pun on that. So
that's hilarious. Well, it sounds like if you're not on the PreCures,
I mean, but
definitely
like,
check it out.
I mean, like older seasons though. Like these new seasons, like I was like, how did they do her hair? Like it looked cool. Kira Mermaid. I was like, that's cool. But I feel like Splash Star, like Happiness Charge. Everyone hates that season. That's one of my favorite seasons, just because y'all hate it. Because they one of the strongest, so it don't even matter. So okay, and they know who I'm talking to. That's okay, enough about that. Because I can say the top 3 strongest right now.
All right, go ahead.
Number 1 strongest is Splash Star. You can be like, what? You didn't put Black and White on there? They're the originals. I get it, y'all. They strong. But if y'all think Splash Star is not the strongest group, or duo, then you're out of your minds. They literally had to recreate the universe. Okay? Like, if that's not strong, I don't know what else is strong, okay? If you gotta recreate the universe, then talk to me. So that goes to Splash Star. Similar thing with Smile. I mean, they was fighting a black hole. Like, I don't even know how they... Right, exactly. You see that? Kia said, what? Exactly. They was fighting a black hole, y'all.
Well, who won?
Who do you think? The best team. Oh. Huh? What are you talking about? Exactly. I mean, he put up a good fight. He put up a good one. But you know, I like that season. You know why I like that season?
Why?
One, because that's the season that came out in 2012, and that's when I started watching it. This whole entire franchise. So I actually got to like watch it while it was like still airing. And 2, the designs were great. 3, it has my favorite Kira of all time, which is Kira Happy. Okay, she's the GOAT. and 4, I like this theme because it's actually about fairy tales. So like all of the villains, it's like the fairy tale. So like they have like the ogre, they have like the werewolf, and they have like the witch lady from like Snow White. Like it's cool how they do that little spin on it. They have the Joker, and then they have that black hole. But yeah, they defeated that thing. And then happiness charged just because they defeated a god, pretty much. So yeah, there you go. That's the rundown.
Alright, so it seems like we had like a mini PreCure segment, which was informative.
Yeah, so that's the top 3 strongest if y'all did not hear. Okay.
Now we know.
Hey, some people gotta know.
Alright, cool. Is there anything else we want to talk about in our free-for-all?
Do you think Sakura is actually bad? Because people claim that she up there with them.
What do you mean by Sakura bad? Like, what is... Okay, I would say that...
I'm talking about,
strength
after everything. After this final fight they had.
I feel like after everything, I feel like we all hate Sakura because, like, at the time... She wasn't, like, pulling her weight. And, like, it was, like, she was always falling behind. And then, like,
I'm
Naruto...
asking about, like, current Sakura after they defeated that lady.
I feel like current Sakura is dependable. She's a little bit dependable. Now, do I feel like there are other people who are more reliable, dependable? Sure. But I'm not going to say that she hasn't put in her time and she hasn't done her dues.
Well, people are saying she's the strongest female in Naruto.
I don't think that's like a far stretch. I don't think so. I don't think that is. I was like,
you don't think she is, or she is?
I don't want to say like,
because they're saying, well, she got to hang with Naruto and Sasuke.
I mean, well, good. It's about time. That was originally her. That was like, you want a medal? You want a prize? Like, you should be up there. They gotta give it to her, I guess. Like, you should have been up there.
Well, they saying that she might be the next Tsunade.
I mean, she has to. She has to. Who else is gonna heal the village? Like, I'm confused.
No, they mean as in like another Hokage.
Oh,
right.
I don't know. Look, Jenae, I don't know nothing about Naruto politics, but I'll tell you this.
Well, I guess it's going into Boruto politics. I don't know.
Look, if that's who they want to rely on,
that's what they saying we about to get.
She a great Hokage for peaceful times.
We're not in peaceful times.
Look, like
we're fighting stronger people.
Look, I said what I said. I said she's a great Hokage for peaceful times.
I don't even think she that.
Look, that's what I said. I said, look, that's what I said. That's my answer. Now.
I mean, she got her own clinic.
I mean, good for her. It's the least she could do. She should.
Wow. She
should. Look, I'm not out here trying to like be like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy for Sakura. I'm not. I'm just like, look, I mean, I'm not in the Sakura bash fan club anymore. I'm just like,
so you were a part of that.
Well, that was because, at the time, like I told you before, I was like, there weren't that many shows out and available. But now I'm just like, I know with Jujutsu Kaisen, I'm like, I know this is what it means to have like a 3-man cell.
You ain't wrong.
When it's
even
like,
Chainsaw, honestly.
Right. I'm like, this is what it means to be able to have like a reliable group where it's just like everybody.
A reliable female
group
person in that trio. Okay, I'll say it.
Like where your job isn't trying to like save her or keep her in or like, or cover for her. I'm just like, or even be worried about it. Like everyone in that group is just like, they own it.
He don't know how to write female characters. He even said he don't know how to write female characters.
Which is problematic. That's a whole nother thing.
How do you not know how to write another?
Because it's just like, you know what? Hey, and that's what it's. Because at the end of the day,
unpopular
the genre isn't about empowering women. So it's
not even about that. I mean, 1010 never got any screen time.
I feel so bad for 1010. I feel like she was a really like.
The love story building is horrible in this show. I feel like it was forced with Hinata and Naruto.
I don't think it was forced. I think at the pacing at the end. I think the pacing was, but I feel like Hinata's been like this since day one, so I'm not surprised.
Exactly.
If she didn't get with Naruto, I was gonna be annoyed.
Really?
If he ended up with Sakura, I'd be like, who is this for? This is for nobody. This is for nobody.
He loved Sakura before Hinata. She was the second place.
Listen, and that's a whole nother thing. I'm just saying,
but that's his writing though. You need to get better at your writing.
Look, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of Naruto, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with dying on that hill, and I'm okay. But yeah, I mean, I don't like to talk about Sakura because I don't know her. Okay, I have other people I prefer on the show. I prefer Tsunade. I prefer Tenten. I prefer...
Really?
I feel like Tenten's probably one of the most undeveloped and, like, not recognized characters on that show who had, like, the most potential out of everybody. And I feel like they did her wrong. They did. And so I'm just like, it's unfortunate. It is. I feel like a lot of the, like, Shikamaru's, his wife, I can't remember her name. Like, she was also, like, missed opportunity, missed potential. So I feel like they did a lot of the women characters on that show bad. And I'm just like, who is this for? This isn't for me. And, like, people can talk all they want about Sakura, but I'm just like, out of all the women on the show, they all had the same type of pacing where, like, they weren't in situations where they were able to step up or rise to the occasion. It took them forever and a half to, like, catch up to the boys. It didn't make any sense. So I'm just like...
nostalgia.
So I'm just like, so people can...
You're like, ooh, there's ninjas.
Yeah, people...
And they look cool.
And I can look. And look, my thing is, like, I can say whatever I want, but, like, Naruto, they always came through. They were killing it with the shoes every time. So I can't
They had the same shoes.
Look, they be killing it with the shoes from now to Boruto. I'm just like, I take notice. I was like, I'm killing it with the shoes.
Boruto got a better style than Naruto. His stupid orange, okay?
Look,
I'm tired of y'all coming after
Boruto
saying his outfit look lame.
I'm not gonna lie. That's just what it is. But yeah, so I don't really have much to say about, like, oh, Sakura's worse. I'm just like, none of the females on the show have really good pacing anyway.
Black Clover could never. Black Clover has just amazing pacing for all the female characters.
They do. There are some people
More
who are
than
still
Naruto.
There's some people that's a little bit annoying that I'm just like,
Noelle, I'll say it.
Well, no, it's just like, look, I was going to say Gray and,
oh, I forgot about Gray.
Because I'm just like, there's so many questions now. I need more information. I need more information about Chami. Because I'm just like, we not just going to, like, hop over the fact that you part dwarf. No one's, like, we're not just going to hop over that.
I feel like Black Clover, if they mention something, we're going to get answers.
We better get answers. And then, like, also the fact that the whole gluttony thing, I was like, wait a minute, we're not just going to pass over this. But I was like, that's fine. But yeah, I think that's where I stand on the whole thing with Sakura. I was like, it's whatever. Like I said, like,
I feel like it's just all shows. Because, I mean, we were talking about this with One Piece the other day, you know. Robin finally showing something after 1,000+ episodes later.
I mean, listen, that's a whole nother thing, too. I mean, look, like you said, the genre is shonen. Like, technically, the demographic is supposed to be for, like, young boys and stuff. And,
but
like,
I feel like
up
now,
with these shows,
they're slowly starting to change that.
Well, they have to, because, like, the demographics change. Like, people, and then also the fact, like, we're growing up with these shows. I was like, you can't give me the same thing that you gave me 20 years ago. That's crazy.
I mean, you could for some people, but not these new cats out here. They're critiquing. They want more character development.
We need more character development. We
want better.
Yeah, and we're deserving of that. So I think the world of anime, it's going to get even more interesting.
How do you feel about the girl in My Hero?
What girl in My Hero?
What's her, Gravity or whatever her name is?
Oh, I feel like for her, they're trying to do something. Like, I don't think her power is anything to, like, to write home about. I think it's... I mean, I feel like
she's, like, been dependable sometimes.
She has been... I will say... Let me take that... Well, I can't take that back. I don't think her power is... I think she's... I feel like this entire time she's been proven to me, like, how her power could be something to be, like, watch out for. And so I'm just like, okay. So I feel like they're just putting... I think they're still trying to figure out, like, where are we going to put her in this show? In terms of, like... Is she a love interest for Deku? Is she someone who's just going to rally the people, who's, like, there for the people? I feel like they're still trying to figure that out.
And we can't keep on... No, it's not fine. We can't keep on trying to figure this out. We're already 6 seasons deep.
Look, I'm not going to figure it out. That's not my job. That's not for me to do. But yeah, so I feel like... I mean, she's okay. She's not my top person. I don't like her costume design at all.
Wow. I feel like there's, like, worse ones on that show.
There are, but, you know, which is crazy. I'm just like, the fact that y'all letting these kids decide what their costumes are going to be for the rest of their lives is crazy.
These kids been dreaming all of their lives.
Nah, man.
I still don't know Bakugo's, like, official hero name.
It changes so many times. Like, it's I don't know. Look,
I thought I was the only one.
No, he don't know.
What do the people call him?
That is up. It's up to the. It's up for debate right now. It's tentative right now.
I want to see that washing machine do something. If you in the top 10,
no,
you better
you're not
do
gonna
something.
talk about them,
talk.
okay?
What are
you
you
know
doing? What? I want you to do something.
We're not gonna do this.
What's your powers?
Keep it up, Jenae. Their power is the black hole. What are you talking about?
Then I want to see it.
And you know what? I think that's where we need to end this, because this is just gonna be getting nowhere. You're just like, I don't need you like going off of my hero. But that's this week's episode of Kaizoku Uncharted. It was a Jakia and Jenae takeover free for all.
Yes, it was.
And we'll catch you guys next week.